Newlyweds game. Our first contestants here are someone you might know, Adam and Eve. They like long strolls to the Garden of Eden, completely nude, and they kind of don't like each other. We got Ansel, Dua, and O. And a little fact about them: they're our first lesbians on the show. So give them a warm welcome. Thank you. All right. Hello, contestants. We're gonna ask you a couple questions. We're gonna ask you to write them down. All right, for first question. Where was your spouse born? All right. Make sure they don't change their answers, right? Okay. Next question. What is your biggest pet peeve? Pet peeve. And we're done. All right. And the third question for the first round. What is your greatest achievement? Please write that down. And we are done writing. So let's bring our contestants back in. And so can I ask you to move over back to the chair, please? All right. So we're gonna start over here with the unlikely couple. So Adam, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you have to answer about Eve, what you think she would answer. And Eve, after I have read the question, he has guessed, then you flip over your card. Simple as that. You guys already know that. All right, so the first question I'm going to ask, Adam, where was your spouse born?
Clearly, she was born from my rib, so from me.
Oh, let's look at the answer. Eve, and he's correct! That goes wild. All right, wow. Perfect 1-for-1 already. Where was your spouse born?
Since my lovely wife struggled through young adulthood and early adulthood, adjusting in the lower part of the U.S., I'm going to say Texas.
Let's see the answer. And the answer is correct. Now our game is tied at 1 apiece. Wow, good answer. All right. Question for Adam to answer about Eve. What is her biggest pet peeve?
Her biggest pet peeve, Chip, is clearly when I steal all of her fruit.
Oh, this could be a good one. Let's flip it over.
You're clearly wrong.
A talking snake.
Do you not know me at all?
You guys have the chance to take the lead. All right, same question for N.O. to answer about Ansel Dua. What is her biggest pet peeve?
I'm going to say because my wife is a bleeding heart feminist, I'm going to say men.
And your answer? Ooh, I'm sorry. It's getting a little heated over here on both sides. But don't worry, guys. The game is still tied at 1 apiece. Your answer was the Laharajira, right? Third question for round 1. Let's see who can answer this. All right, Adam. The next question you have to answer is, what's her greatest achievement?
You know what, Chip? She did come second behind me. But I'd say her biggest achievement was still being the first woman.
Oh, and oh wow! What an answer by Adam. He just read her like a book. That's a great answer, by the way. All right, you guys now have 2 points, and now we're moving on to lesbian couple. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm hysterical. I'd say writing her lovely, best-selling, wonderful, endearing book.
And we're not trying to sell your book now. Let's see your answer, please. Ansel, getting her book published, and we have a tie here, folks. 2 versus 2. But we're going to our next round. But first, a word from our sponsors. Second round begins. Please answer the questions. Write them on your card. First question that you need to answer about yourself so that they can answer about you. Who do you think is smarter? Yeah, this is a tough one because a lot of dispute goes over this one. And final question for this round. What was your first fight about? Women can never forget, men always do. All right, you guys done? Now let's bring in our contestants from outside. Please answer this question. Ansel Dua. about Anna. The question is, who do you think is smarter?
Well, Chip, my lovely white partner here is a little hysteric, so I'm gonna have to say I'm the smarter one. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest! She was correct. Sorry, we're gonna have to edit that one out later. Hold on to your leaves here. Who do you think is smarter?
Me, of course. Because he's a dumb one for listening to me.
It's a touchy subject, and the answer is. And there's a dispute, and I'm sorry, but
How many things are you gonna mess up? Keep it
I can't
going.
believe you said that!
Keep it going.
Clearly, they are the couple. All right, you guys only had 2 points. Last question for you guys. What was your first fight about?
I was gonna say.
Who was gonna be in the answer? And we're gonna have to go to Anna. She thought I was cheating with Freud. Oh God. And it was so hysterically upset with an unsmiling face. I'm sorry, that's not the answer we were looking for, or she was. But you guys have 3 points still in the second round. Now, can the unlikely couple take the lead here? Your last question, Eve, to answer Bad Adam. What? Same question as they had. What was your first fight about?
His first wife, Lilith, the one that got kicked out of the garden.
Adam, your answer?
You know what, Chip? Right here in the Bible, it says in Genesis that you're not supposed to eat from the tree of knowledge, and that's what she did. You know, I just.
You have to bring that up every time we go out somewhere, every time!
Chip. She does it. She ate from the
I'm
tree.
sorry, but she didn't answer the question.
We've been arguing for this.
I think it's just because you're a man. That's what I think it is.
Oh, what? Are you defending him?
No.
Let's go take a commercial, 30-second break while we let them cool off. As for right now, the newlywed. But, all right, for the third round, you guys will have to answer these questions. These are a little more personal. Excuse me, I am Chip Whitmore. You must listen.
I'm gonna ask him for a number.
I think I'm gonna go lesbian. Just acting.
I mean, you know what? She's whatever.
All right.
Do you like apples?
Are you guys done? You're done. All right. The first question. What is your favorite food? Take some time to think about it. Mine personally is mashed potatoes, but it's up to you guys. All right. There you guys are done. Next question. How many children does your spouse want? That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Oh, we're back to the Newlyweds game. Round 3 is about to begin, and we're all tied up at 3. All right. First question for Adam to answer. About Eve. What is your favorite food? Her favorite food.
Well, Chip, I think I've shown all day that it's clearly the apple.
Oh,
She's correct. Oh, wow. You guys can hug you. Feel free to hug him.
We're good, Chip. We're good.
All right, so that brings your total up to 4. What is her favorite food?
I'm gonna say because she's Spanish, I'm gonna say tacos. Definitely tacos.
And your answer, Angel Dua.
Really? Tacos?
I
Tacos.
never know.
Beans and rice and or arroz.
I tried.
Tacos. Like,
Just.
you get any more tips?
No, the workout, no worries. That's what this game is for, right? We're weeding out the weak and finding the strong. Adam, how many children does Eve want to have?
Well, Chip, ever since we got kicked out of the garden, you really haven't gotten down. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
So I'd say, at the most, 1.
1. And your answer, 1 is enough. That is the correct answer. You guys, you know what? You guys are really something. How many children does Ansel Dua want to have?
I'm gonna say because Ansel Dua hates men, and there's 2 women, us. She would definitely love 3 more girls in the family. So I'm gonna say 3.
3.
Maybe 4,
so
All right. Wow. Go ahead, hug that out. You guys been fighting all. Don't kiss. Don't. This is keep PG. All right. Adam, if your spouse could date, this would be Eve, could date a celebrity, who would she marry?
You know, Chip, I was over here talking, reading this book about Gilgamesh. I don't know who the guy is, but she always talks about this metaphorical door that she's gonna walk through, and her life will just, you know, be better and change. I don't know who he is, Chip, but out of here.
Giant.
Out of here.
But that's not my answer!
Okay. Obviously we have some counseling to do over here. If your spouse could date a celebrity, who would she marry?
Get this down.
Sorry.
Thank you. My lovely lesbian wife. She's gonna want a strong-hearted woman, obviously.
Just get to the point.
Someone with a personality, someone with strength and structure and fun. So I'm gonna say Rosie O'Donnell, definitely.
And your answer. And we'll do it.
Well, why are you hesitating?
Your answer.
What? Are you kidding me? Ryan
And the
God.
The winners are Adam and Eve by a whole point. Number one again.
Really make that up?
You guys have been on a long, winding road together for a while, as we've heard from the beginning of time.
Very long, Chip.
Unfortunately.
All right. We can settle that later. But the question that I really want to know is, how have you guys grown together, or not? In certain cases.
You know what, Chip? I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm still with her because I feel like God wanted me to be with her.
God made me from you. Of course he wanted me to be with you. Are you an idiot?
You know what, Chip? That explains it all, right there. This is what I have to put up with.
Listen, God made me this way. God made me this way. What are you gonna do?
Eve, she always has something to say. All right. Well, you guys are the winners of a new car. It's over there. It's parked. But we're gonna move over to our losers. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Can we just answer this question, you guys?
Have you seen it? Would you like Ryan Gosling? Have you seen The Notebook? Have you seen The Notebook? Come on, even I can say this.
Why would you fall for that?
How have you guys grown as one since the beginning of the show, or since you guys met?
She understands my new Mazita sense of mind. She just gets me.
I guess I'm just in love with my father, and this is what I got.
And Adam and Eve. And I hope the marriage to both of you, and there it is, folks, the Newlyweds game.